All right, YouTube Live. Just a quick little weather hit for you for your Tuesday lunchtime, so if you're watching the replay. And if you have not joined and become a subscriber of AT's Weather, feel free to do so. Join the rest that have. It's a good time. We're going to talk about briefly the weather here for this afternoon and a sneak peek on into the weekend. So more storms are expected today. A little less in activity, maybe just some isolated activity when it comes to Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Those aren't big rain days until about Friday night through the weekend. And there's more signals, stronger signals for some substantial rainfall across parts of Oklahoma. And that may lead to some flash flooding again. So that's kind of the big highlight here for today. So flash flooding over the weekend, potentially here in central Oklahoma, including Oklahoma City Metro. But as far as today is concerned, we'd have an outflow band up to the north in the northern parts of the state that is moving southward, and that will trigger additional showers and storms. So we are looking for some more activity here in Oklahoma City Metro area and all of central Oklahoma as the afternoon wears on. Good afternoon, Crystal. Hey, Nancy. Good to see you from Curtin County. Joe, you're late to the party. Oh my goodness. So we'll get more storms here to speak of. And remember, keep in mind, slow moving. You can pick up a quick inch or two, no problem, for rainfall. So you can get some brief flash flooding in that case. Now, in a case where you have training or a storm sits on top of you, that becomes a whole different animal, and that's more problematic. You can get some rainfall amounts of 5 inches or greater very quickly. So, for example, we've already seen 5 inches of rain this morning in parts of eastern Oklahoma along the border into Arkansas, so right around the Fort Smith area, points west, and then north from there in the rest of northwest Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma, there's still a lot of rainfall ongoing, and there's a little bit more of a low pressure has developed, so that activity is probably going to linger for the rest of this afternoon. So models are still hinting we could have an additional 5 inches or more of rainfall in some of those areas. So you're going to be seeing some flash flooding out there across parts of northwestern, western Arkansas, and eastern Oklahoma with that event. So if you're underneath that region now and you're getting rainfall, just keep in mind you're going to continue to get more. And if you live in an area that's flood prone, you're going to have to deal with some flash flooding, and that can be life threatening. So be careful about that. Seek higher ground. So take it seriously. You can also sometimes get some wind out of these storms. You know, most of the time they behave, but every now and then you get a wind over 60 miles per hour. But that's usually about it. All right, so that's kind of what's happening for the rest of today. Otherwise, 80s and 90s out there across the state. And then kind of, like I said, a little less activity over the next couple of days, but then more picking up over the weekend. All right, so that is going to be it for me. I'm going to go do a quick live on TikTok and Instagram, and then I got to get. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for tuning in, coming by.